All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Death Stranding. Right after recording the last video, I tried to save the game, and there was a whole cutscene that I didn't record. It is what it is, though. I guess my next task would be to check all of this out. So here you go.
Hey there. Believe we've met. I oversee delivery operations as well as maintenance and repairs. Nice to have you on board. I'm Mama, in case I didn't mention it before.
Hello.
Those there are strands. Not just used for packing, by the way, but for identification too. Take a closer look and you'll see. See the red there?
Yes.
That's your blood.
Awesome.
Well, have you had a chance to think it over? Chock full of chiralium, but safe for you Dooms guys to wear. That's all you'll need to go forth and reconnect the world. To make us whole again.
I'm a porter. I don't care about connecting anything. Or making knots. But I'll do what I have to help Amelie out.
Let's go. So chiralium is this fictional. I'm pretty sure it's fictional, but it wouldn't really make sense if it was real. It's a fictional sort of chemical, I guess.
The terminals
it's really bad for humans, I'll tell you that.
And cities they pass through on their journey west are called knots. The infrastructure's there, but the Cairo network is offline. Right now, it's only capable of transmitting voice communications. Sometimes wired, sometimes wireless, and a small amount of data. So, unless the necessary data is stored on site, our chirograms won't show up. Amelie and the other Bridges members you've seen around the place are grams generated with local data. In case you didn't know. Anyway, all you've got to do is find the knot, connect your Cupid, and bring Cairo communications online. Once you connect it to the terminal, you'll be able to initiate zero-time massive data transmission with the UCA network. And just like that, you'll reconnect us not only to each other, but to our past. All the lost and fragmented junk data will be compiled and restored, like bringing a dinosaur back to life from a fossil. $4.6 billion years of history on Earth. All the wisdom and knowledge we lost since the Death Stranding will be ours again. And that, my friend, is how we'll beat this thing. Once you establish Cairo communications, generating grams won't be an issue. You'll also be able to use Cairo printers. Won't be long before we're able to send all kinds of things through the wire.
Except anything original. Or that's got a soul. Nothing real. Just copies.
True. Which is why we'll still need porters like you. Before and after we're made whole, we'll need men in the middle.
No rest for the wicked, huh?
Believe it or not.
Well, idle hands and all that. We'll give you the details at the dispatch terminal. Make sure you check it upstairs. Drop's waiting up there too.
Believe it or not, what
These shoes look like they've done some serious
Bridges
miles.
is trying to do.
Shall I dispose of them?
Wait. Hold on. There's something I want you to look into.
Oh yeah, this is
My
important.
blood seemed to set those things off. Happened more than once.
Set them off? How do you mean?
I don't know. You took my blood, didn't you? You tell me.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Awesome. Nope. Okay. I just got done playing Bloodborne in my off time.
Sam, this is Die Hardman.
Hello.
Your current objective is to extend the Cairo network from here to Port Knot City. But don't think you can make a beeline straight for it. Signal won't carry that far. To cover the distance, we need to utilize knots. Think of it like tying ropes together to make a longer rope. The first of these knots is a Bridges Way station. Go ahead and take a look at the order. Deliver whatever they need, and connect the Cupid.
This is the part where people say that it's just walking simulator. I don't believe so.
Sam, order summaries may contain information critical to your success. Make sure to review them before getting underway.
Yeah, I never pay attention to those types of things. I pay attention to the weight, but that's it.
Sam, we've supplied you with some rope and a ladder for this run. They should help with the steeper inclines, and the ladder will also make a halfway decent bridge if you need to cross a river. Right now, I figure you're thinking about how you want to handle this order.
Yeah, so the ropes and all of that, that is that's all going to be super, super, super useful. And right now, the way I have it set up, I always just auto arrange everything, but the way I have it set up, it's perfect in terms of weight distribution, so I really don't have to worry about losing my balance unless I'm
Sam,
they won't stop talking.
checked your loadout, I take it?
Yeah, so this is where I can get all my tools and also dispose of liquids. Here I can have my Cairo Biot and my canteen. And then here, I'm going to put on my sunglasses. Awesome.
Have a pleasant journey.
Sam, you see that sign someone left over there? You can leave some of your own if you'd like. Messages, warnings, words of encouragement, whatever comes to mind.
Awesome. L1, create sign. Yeah, these are going to be actually very useful for marking where BT territory is.
Hello? Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All clear.
Best porters have been known to lose their cargo. But you're better than the best. You've got what it takes to finish what they started. If you come across any abandoned shipments, consider taking them to their intended destination.
It's easier than you might think. See, all our packages are tagged with Bridges IDs for easy tracking. And your Odra deck is equipped with a scanner which might detect said IDs. This is a roundabout way of saying that that thing on your shoulder can help you locate mislaid shipments.
I need to go this way. Going the wrong way. Yeah, kind of. Something else that I like to do is I like to scan waters before I get in.
Remember, Sam, every parcel is a promise made to a person in need. And they're counting on you to deliver.
Okay. As I was saying, something else that I like to do is I like to scan the waters beforehand just to see how deep it is. And if it is too deep to simply just walk through, or like too big, that's when I'd put a zip line. Eventually when I unlock them. Oh yeah, here we go. Lost cargo. Yep. There we go. Most water isn't going to be very deep anyways. At least these little rivers, but there is a big like body of water somewhere in the map. Just
Thanks for the help. This one's for you.
there we go. 92. That's awesome. So here I can deliver lost cargo.
Good work, Sam. I see you brought in some lost cargo. Feel free to submit it here for processing. If you come across any more while out on a run and don't think you can carry it to its destination, you can always put it in storage. It'll be safe and secure until another porter comes along to finish the job. Even if it has to pass through a dozen more hands before it arrives, you can rest easy knowing you did your part.
So what that really means is I can just drop off the cargo anywhere on the map. Or anywhere... Okay, I gotta turn down this volume. It's super loud. Give me just a second. There we go. That should be a little bit better. So I've entrusted it to another player. That means that someone else playing this game at the same time as me can get that package from one of these terminals and deliver it to its destination. Now, it could just sit in my storage and then eventually I get back to it. But still, it's a very cool feature in my opinion. It's super cool. What I was going to say earlier about the whole walking simulator thing, I've said it before and I'll say it again. This is not walking simulator. If you are looking at a game like this from just a gameplay perspective, just what are you doing in the game, I can definitely see the argument of it being walking simulator. However, you're doing a lot more than just walking around. You're... Oh, man. I didn't even realize what this was. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a pain. You're not just walking around, you're also, you know, trying to figure out how you're going to get from one point to another. You're looking at, okay, what does the terrain look like? So, for example, I'm walking this way to get up that way because I don't want to deal with this, you know, little cliff mound. On top of that, there's stamina to worry about. There's also, you know, deeper water like this. If you have way too much weight on your back, you're just going to slip away and lose all your stuff and it's going to get damaged. It's a bad time. And on top of that, all of these different watchtowers have different purposes. For example, it's either this one or a little bit later. There's a weather tracking watchtower. So when I go into my little thing here, if I can... Here we go. Eventually, I can get a filter that helps me look at, you know, the weather. So, like, is timefall happening over here? Is this BT area over here? Obviously, there's a giant crater, but you know what I mean? Like, there's stuff like that you can unlock by going to these other areas, and that right there is important. I'm going to go and get that real quick.
You're with the second team, right? Where are the others?
Dead. Caught in the void out.
No way. That one blast got them all? And what, they just sent you out on your own? I mean, if it was just a delivery, that'd be one thing. Porters come through from time to time, but... The second team was meant to bring the Cupid. They were going to connect us up. 3 years we've been waiting for help. 3 years! And they sent us one guy who's... Shit.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Brought more than the Oxy, at least.
I've got the Cupid.
You... Really? So it's true. They finally got it working. Well, then you just might be the answer to my prayers. So what are you waiting for? You put us on the goddamn grid.
Hey, watch your goddamn mouth.
Thank you, Sam. By bringing that way station into the Cairo network, you've put it in direct contact with those of us back here in Capital Knot City.
Right. What's next?
West of the way station are a couple of structures our previous expedition put in place. And beyond them is your next destination, Port Knot City.
Good work. New order.
Okay.
Your heart. Thanks to the increase in network capacity, HQ is now in a...
So now I can make my own equipment. It's very slim right now,
Sam,
but
you can use that PCC to build a post box.
thank you. That's how I build stuff. It's very slim right now, but eventually I can build myself like vehicles and cars and everything like that. Okay, now take on orders.
To build a post box, you'll need to use a P. It go.
I know, I know. There we go. Now it's going to start off as pretty heavy, but, you know,
Sam,
eventually...
you've got your PCC in order. Head to the site I designated and build that post box, would you? You should have no trouble finding it if you...
Hardman, I swear to God, leave me alone. This is mostly tutorial type stuff. Over the course of the game, there's less and less contact like that from Die Hardman or Deadman or really anyone. Right now, it's mostly like I said, tutorial type stuff.
Sam, I see you've arrived at the designated site. Good.
Awesome.
Good work, Sam. That's a fine-looking post box. If you access it and select Share Locker, you can share cargo and equipment with your fellow porters.
Yep, here we go. Yep, this is it. So there's one right ahead of us. Well, I guess I can go this way instead. Yep. Where are they? There's one, there's two. I should be safe going straight this way. One there, one there, one there, one there. Anything ahead? No. go. There's one there. Go this way. Is there one right on the other side of this? There it is. Okay. Go back and around this way. Eventually, I can use my blood against these guys, and I can just straight up get rid of them. However, it's still a very dangerous thing to do. I think... once we get past a little bit further down, we're in the clear. Yep, there we go.
Sam?
I don't know. Kid doesn't look so hot.
Nothing to worry about. Its functions are temporarily suspended, but they can be restored. I can perform the necessary maintenance at a distribution center. Hurry, though.
Okay.
Sam, do me a favor. Take your BB to a private room and connect it to the incubator. Good work.
You got it. I'm saving you, BB. Oh, yeah, that's right. Now I'm supposed to press circle. Sorry, BB, I had to fight my demons real quick.
Dead man, you there? Little help?
Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
It's in.
Good. A temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Mother?
Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A still mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs. These pods were designed to simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a still mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the still mother in capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data. Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on. You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached.
Oh, I'm gonna get
Each one has
attached.
been physically removed from its steel mother's womb. A process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure. No BB on record has remained in service for over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, perhaps we'll find our answers. Oh, right. You asked me to look into why the BTs might be reacting to your blood. I spoke with Hartman. We should have your results soon. Anyway, get some rest. You and your BB are both exhausted. Good night, Sam.
That's a good little bit of information for you guys to check out.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Sam? Can you see me?
How are things over there?
Still not under guard. Still not chained up. Still can't leave. But if you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east. Back home. Thank you. I mean that. It's bad. There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days. No one's having children anymore. But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together, to help one another. And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect, then, well, it's like Bridget said, extinction.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't gonna get rid of the BTs. As long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
But at least we'll have hope. I'll be waiting, Sam. Waiting for you. Come and find me.
Yeah, she's a liar. You might think she's cool. You're gonna hate her by the end of this game. She's already on my hate list.
While you're resting, I ran some network diagnostics. Beryllium monitoring and holographic systems are nominal. Unfortunately, our printer is offline. I know. After all the trouble you went through to bring us those materials. This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the chiral network. Mules must have snatched it, caught that porter en route or something. If I'm right, they'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory. Don't suppose you'd be up for stealing us our property back? Can't think of anyone more qualified than you.
You got it, sir. This is probably going to be the last order that I do.
Mama's added a watchtower schematic to your...
Yeah, watchtowers, I rarely use, but they're still pretty good.
That thing you're holding is a crystal collector. Now, as the name suggests, it provides secure storage for any crystals you gather.
Yeah, that we're going to be using a lot. Like, all the time now.
Allow me to describe your quarry. Chiral crystals appear gold to the naked eye and are frequently found in formations resembling human handprints. The surrounding rocks and debris tend to float a few feet above the ground. And they are most commonly found in areas with high precipitation. Got all that? Rain, floating rocks, golden handprints. That's your trifecta. Look for these three things and you'll find the crystals. If you've been especially observant, then perhaps you already know where to look.
Yeah, I already know.
Order assigned.
Okay.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey. Keep on keeping on.
Let's place a marker.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Bike is dead right now, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is.
Sam, chiral crystals are pretty small and can be difficult to spot with the naked eye. I'd advise you to use your ultradeck to point you in the right direction. If you want to survey
I
a
don't
wider
need it.
area, though, you might consider building a watchtower and relying on its sensors.
I got a little bit closer. Can I get all the way over? No. Oh wait, there's already a ladder over here. Don't lose it. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Put it right across. There we go. Get a little bit of zigzag action going on here. There we go. Okay, let me off and then onto this one. Awesome. Awesome. I think this is still going to be BT territory, but it is what it is. We're just going in collecting crystals. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for, sending me into a death trap, Hartman. Although almost everyone in this game does that to me. Yep. That's all I needed. Thank you. Get me out. Whoa! But why? I did it. What are you talking about? I did it. Oh, now okay, I guess. Ah, come on. Hop up. Thank you. And it is what it is. I don't really care. Okay, let's go.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID.
Sam, Kylo crystal deliveries are a little different from usual. The process is pretty simple, though. Access the delivery terminal to drop off any Kylo crystals you're carrying.
Yeah, we're gonna do this a lot, and it's gonna be pretty much every single delivery that we do now.
Got some chiral crystals for us? These crystals only form it, which make...
Yeah. B? What are you talking about, B?
Excess Kyro crystals can be deposited at any facility. They'll be added to the stores held on site. These local stores include materials that...
Yeah, I remember that.
Good work, Sam. It seems your connection level is increasing. As your connection level increases, larger quantities of resources will be made available.
Yeah.
Oh, before I forget.
That's container repair spray for patching up car.
There we go.
Useful.
I can use this to repair cargo anytime I need it. So, like, if I've been in timefall for a long time, I can just repair it with that spray.
There is a correlation between elevated Corellium levels and increased crystal. This.
Yeah. Okay.
If you come into more Kyro...
Yeah. Get out of here. Let me do my job.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Still got work to do, Sam.
I know.
Keep people waiting.
What do you think I'm doing?
Weapons
Okay.
restrictions.
Where's that other... Here it is. Also, something else that I learned while playing this game, all these little dirt roads are not just naturally made. Okay, that gets annoying.
Clear. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Call it a rule or a habit, but most mules almost always bring stolen shipments home with them.
As I was saying, these little dirt patches are not just made naturally. They occur when a large number of players all walk the same path consistently. So it's not just me that's walking this path. It's been like thousands of other players that play this game. It's super cool to me.
Mule drop sites are rarely deserted. Remaining undetected is key. Keep a low profile and move slowly to minimize noise.
That's where it is. That's our guy right there. Try and take him out real quick. Can I do anything? There we go. Okay, let's make this quick. There we go. And then anything else? No. It's gonna be a heavy load. It's gonna be a pain to move, but I'm gonna do it.
Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. bridges.
Here we go.
Time to get that chiral printer in working order. Sorry to push you through so much trouble, but trust me, it'll be worth it. Hey, never...
Awesome. Let's go.
Sam, how are your shoes holding up? Not too well, I imagine, conditions being what they are out there. Nothing ruins your day like shoes falling apart while you're on the job. Carry on like that, and it's only a matter of time before you injure yourself. I've arranged for boots to be added to your supplies. Bridges standard issue, so they ought to fit you fine. You should always carry an extra pair. But if you forget or run into trouble, you can fabricate another via a terminal at one of our many facilities.
Awesome. And I can build bridges now. Nice.
See you around.
All right. That was pretty cool. I'd say that's a pretty good spot to end this video. Well, I really hope you enjoyed. A like is always appreciated. Please subscribe. We're actually really close to our goal of 100. Someone subscribed yesterday, probably during stream. We are now at 75 out of 100 subscribers. We can do it. I know we can. Share the video, share my content, you know, do whatever you want to do. I just would like to reach 100. That's what, you need to use the bathroom? Here. I'll let you do that. Yeah. Thank you for watching. I will see you all in the next video. See ya.